Hey guys, just a quick one here. Just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support the podcast has got so far. If you're watching on YouTube, please remember to subscribe. And if you're listening on Spotify, remember to give us a 5-star review. It goes a long way, helps us out, and helps us get guests on that you want to see. Thank you so much. Sweet. Welcome back to Nice to Meet You Podcast, episode 14. We're bringing you some lads content as well as guests. I've got a good friend with me, Shay Donnelly. Shay, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, brother.
And we're going to get to know you a bit better because you're going to be on a few more lads episodes with us. We're going to be playing pool as well. So if you're listening on Spotify, change over to YouTube, or we do apologise if you're hearing cling and clang off the ball. But I want to sort of start with Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, mate. We'll review that fight first before we get into what you're doing.
Let's go.
What did you think, mate?
An absolute conundrum.
I actually thought, you know what, I've seen a lot of talk sport people say it was a shit fight, and I suppose it was.
It was horrific.
But I actually really enjoyed it.
I don't really know what I thought of it, to be honest, because Tommy, he needed to win it.
He did.
If he didn't win it, it was career-ending stuff for him.
A lot of people think Jake sort of won in a way as well. See, because he went the distance and it went split. It wasn't unanimous. But I don't know. I think Tommy, mate, was winning pretty much most of the rounds.
Tommy, he was 100% winning every single round, but he should have
put him away.
He's a professional. He should have won it fair and square.
Should have,
it's easier said than done. But I think Jake just hung on to him a bit too much.
Yeah, he did. What are my spots or
your
sauce? Stripes,
brothers.
Ooh. No, I thought it was actually good. It was a mad spectacle. Fucking Ronaldo was there. Mike Tyson was there. Yeah. That was a fluky shot. But I think the rematch as well is going to happen. But I'd say Tommy would probably get the dub again.
I don't know. I think Tommy.
Well, Jake had a really good game plan, and I think if because he landed the better punches by a mile.
Yeah.
So if he fixed up a little bit for the second match, he could do well.
He could. It was always that fear of he's the underdog. He wasn't in the bets, but he's coming into it nothing to lose at all. I don't know.
And we both lost money on that fucking fight.
Yeah, well, I was up £2.50.
You actually won money.
I bet £30 and lost every £30 right up until the last round, and then it was up
I bet it
£2.50.
on. So I had a bet Tommy Fury TKO any round. Well, 20 quid on it, just so not mad money. It wasn't playing with fucking dangerous money.
You still lost a score.
But I still lost 20 quid. And then I lost 20 quid on Arsenal as well, because fucking Saka didn't have a shot on target against Leicester. But I predicted the 1-0. But I don't fucking normally. It sounds like I'm a gambling problem now.
You do sound as if you're a gambler.
First weekend I've actually properly put money on bets, and I lost both of them. So
and you'll never bet again. Hopefully.
I probably will never bet again. Thought it was a bit of a baller. I was so close to both of them. Jeez. So I was like, fuck that.
I'm playing bad tonight, boys.
But mate, a question for people to get to know you. A lot of people don't know, and you hit me with a bombshell the last time I met up with you, to be honest. So you're a Irish champion cycling. You were, right? Did I just put your ball?
You just got that in, bro.
Irish champion cycling growing up.
Yeah.
You invested heavily in cycling, all your time, your effort.
Yeah.
The money included as well, and the amount of bikes you have to go through, and gear.
Mum and dad's money.
Your dad's money. Nearly went in there too.
Yeah.
But you decided to give it up, mate, after a successful period of time growing up doing it, and you just decided now's the time to.
I think I'm at the position in my life where I need to properly invest my time into my future. I think that I'm definitely never going to fully give up cycling. I'm kind of just letting it take a back seat as of now, and investing every last bit of my time that I've got into my dad's business, trying to grow it as much as I can. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is sacrificing 16 hours a week training. The last few years it's probably dropped down to 13 hours, but sacrificing that and putting a wee bit more time into my dad's business and growing it, and then just riding my bike as I wish. You know?
Yeah. Just like exercise, but not actually trying to be an athlete kind of thing.
And I still want to race. Like I still want to do the. Thank you.
2 shots, bro.
I still want to
whack at this.
Still want to do club races and just smaller races, but just enjoy my time on a bike. I think that's probably one of my reasons for letting it take a back seat, because it was making me really unhappy. Coming home from a 12-hour day at work and going, I have to bounce on a bike for an hour and a half. But yeah, I think that realisation came to me when I was in Tenerife a few weeks ago, and I read, what was his name?
Steven Bartletts' book.
Steven Bartletts' Happy Sexy Millionaire.
Life-changing stuff.
Just real, like, do you see yourself being happy in this situation for much longer? If yes, if no, and it just like a grid chart of kind of where you should put your time into. And I just couldn't really see myself being able to make it fun anymore. Was it my shot?
No, I put it there. Sorry, my bad.
I couldn't just see myself making it fun anymore unless I dropped my hours back and just chilled and did life a bit and experienced a bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, it gave me some amazing experiences. I went to so many countries: Switzerland, Belgium, Holland. Where else did I go?
Your Mallorca flat out.
Mallorca flat out. Loads of places. I've been all over the world with cycling. It's been absolutely class. I was 7th at the European Youth Olympics when I was 16. That was the best result Ireland brought home, right up until the new guys came through a couple of years ago. Few new young juniors that are doing absolutely amazing. You know, but listen, never say never. I'll definitely never give up the bike, but I know now that I'm not going to become a professional cyclist. But listen, I give it a good whack.
Yeah, you did. Because I remember we grew up in the same church as well for a long time, and that's sort of how we met. It was through church, wasn't it? It was through church at a young age, for youth and all that, and then like the goal always was, I remember, like, you want to be a cyclist. And I always admired that. I always thought it was good. Like, you really dedicated yourself to the sport. And then I remember maybe a few years ago, you were saying you're in your last couple of years, like, if you're not pro by the time you're at 23, 24, the age you are now, you know, it wasn't going to be happening for you. But you've took it well, you know, you've made an actual decision. I thought you might have been like, what am I going to do in my life now? But you seem to be happier actually giving it up, which I'm surprised about.
I would be at that position if I didn't have my
your dad's business,
full effort to give to something else, you know.
If your dad didn't have a business right now and you went to just work in 9-to-5 job, corporate office or something,
I would never. I kind of hold myself to such a high standard that I couldn't really, and it's not, I don't mean that for people that do work a 9-to-5 that it's dropping your level, but I do feel that people who do work a 9-to-5 and then they gurn about, oh, I don't have money. You don't have money because you work a 9-to-5.
Yeah, true.
You know, stop gurning that you don't have money. We'll do stuff else. When work finishes at 5, why are you going home?
How you need to work on the side hustle.
Something else, you know.
Now,
don't get me wrong. There's family commitments, but like if you're young, like myself, if you're young
shot black.
and good, if you're young like myself, there's no excuse to really trick shot black.
Trick shot black, because I'm 3 balls behind here.
There's no excuse to be like sitting in the house at night watching Netflix, you know, and then gurning it.
I agree. Yeah, you should always be working on a dream at the side. And never just giving your all for a 9-to-5 job. That would literally replace you tomorrow.
But I would love to see, if I didn't have my dad's business to work on, my mum and dad's business to work on, I'd love to see kind of what would I do with myself.
I can't even imagine like what you would be sort of doing.
I'd be doing something stupid, you know. Like for a long time I've been working on Amazon FBA. And I kind of let it take a back seat because over the 3 or 4 months that I was really hustling at it, I'm making okay. It was making okay dough. If I kept going in the way I was going, like it would be making a decent wage at the minute, but I seen that over the few months that I was working on it, that I didn't put as much effort into Nyclean, so then it kind of dropped in sales a bit. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sacrifice a good business for one that I think's good.
I hit nothing there.
How did you do that?
I'm taking an L this fucking game. No, I see what you're saying, and you've always had that entrepreneurial kind of mindset, because I remember, when was it? Like you were 16 or something, you brought out Shea Cream. Shea Cream.
I get pissed.
I know,
but
here,
I don't care.
You
I
made
don't
money.
care.
Like, you brought out, basically, got a Supreme t-shirt, but changed SUP to Shea. And you did sell, 40, 50 odd t-shirts?
Now I've got the real ones.
Now you've got the real shit on. But here, you made money, you sold t-shirts. I remember young ones in church running around with it and all.
I made that's, people laugh at me for that. I made 1,500 quid off that.
Like, that's mad.
At 16. Now, it did take me maybe, 4 months to make the 1,500 quid, but when you're 16 and making 1,500 quid,
that's big money for 16.
Who cares? You're going to be walking into school and selling sweets at £1. It would take you a lot of sweets to sell to do that, But no, listen, it's...
Because there was that, and then the iPhone cracked screen business as well.
Yeah, I did that too. That was...
And then now you're on the Amazon stuff, but you've always sort of worked on something on the side.
Yeah.
Which backs up what you believe in, because the 9 to 5 is definitely a trap, mate, because I was in it for a while doing the sales and that.
Yeah.
And, I hated it. I really did hate it, but you had to, obviously, I was in a position I had to do it until I could work a way out of it.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's good that you're sort of in the business now when you're adding that, and I suppose you're looking at it as your business in the future.
Yeah.
So you're sort of planting seeds for where you want to go.
Exactly. That is the aim, and it's to kind of grow it to a position that I nearly hit that.
I know. It nearly hit off the cushion there actually. So
it's to grow it to a position that my mum and dad can see, and they are, like the whole family's seeing the reward for it at the minute. Like we're all like, it's probably the most financially free my dad has ever been, which is class to see, because he put in so much time, so much effort when he was younger, and not a lot of people know like my dad's full story. Like my dad went completely bankrupt near my age, and lost everything, lost his house, lost the whole shebang, and my mum and dad were only married, so
yeah.
And I haven't really chatted to dad fully about that, but they end up getting the land of one of my papa's friends' houses, who charged him like £15 a month rent. There was no heating in the place, and they had to sleep beside a fire to keep warm at night. Now they weren't homeless, but they were...
wasn't living it up, really.
No, not living it up.
Especially newly married.
Yeah, that's not ideal, but I think the business is in a position at the minute that it's in. Go on, you beauty.
Oh.
That it's in because my dad's very... don't know if it's the right word, but extroverted. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but he pushes so much. He came to me before he went on holidays there, and he's got this mad idea that
another business. Let's go.
No, it's not another. It's just growing the business that we're in. But he's so driven.
Yeah.
And if I could be like anyone in my life, it would definitely be my dad. He's just. Oh,
that was
juicy.
That was disgusting. That one.
He's very smart.
So is that one?
Holy moly, bro!
I hope you got both of them, mate. They were flipping banging.
Right, trick shot. This. No, he's a very intelligent man, and don't you dare. Good girl.
What, nearly went 3 in a row?
Very intelligent, but he's also got the guts and got the balls to do stuff that not very many people would do,
That's it. That's most of it, mate. See the amount of people I hear doing talk, they want to do stuff, but they don't actually just do it as well. So he's definitely backed it up with a chat.
Yeah, he's got a set of nuts.
And do you like working for a family business? I know Gary Vee. I love watching Gary Vee's content. And I think you watch a wee bit of him as well.
Yeah.
But he actually didn't start his own business till he was like 28 or something like that. He literally just built his dad's wine business.
Yeah.
And then he left all that money for his dad and just went on and started his Gary Vee like advertising stuff.
Yeah.
Do you like that kind of route, or some people always say, like the famous saying is, you don't mix family and business, but
no, I love it.
Love it.
I can wake up every morning, drive into work with my dad, chat about cars, chat about work, and then go home at night chatting to dad about cars and work full time with my dad, and have my dogs running about the gaff.
Yeah.
And it's just fun, you know. Now don't get me wrong, there's days that you're down each other's neck, like.
Yeah.
There's days that you're down each other's neck and you're shouting at each other, but like you get that with every family, you know.
Yeah.
Mixing family with business is hard, because at the same time, if somebody walked into the shop, like a customer, and I see it as well, if somebody walked into the shop and as a customer, I'll be very pleasant with them.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a bad mood with my mum, you're still going to be a wee bit rude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
kind of
no,
hard to hide it.
I love it. I've started doing this diary at the minute. That's like writing out. He says it. Tom, what's his name?
Tom Smith.
Tom Smith says it.
Mantra.
I'll wake up every morning. I'll write my mantra. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
He's coming on shortly, mate. He's coming on the podcast shortly too.
You get a big pull cue. No, Tom's very intelligent as well. I've started doing that, not waking up every morning, but throughout the day, writing down things that I'm grateful for. And like, it's made me, I've only did it for like a week, but it's like, it actually lets you, a week and a half, I'm arguing about a week and a half. And it lets you take a step back and go, holy moly, I've got so much in life that like nobody will ever even have.
Yeah.
Like I drive my dream car at 21. I work in a family business. I can put as many hours into it as I want, and you'll see the reward for it, you know. But like it's a blessing, you know. I love it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mentioned there we've been good friends for how many years now? Nearly 10, is it? I'm 26. It's probably about 10.
It's
more. Way more, maybe 15 or close to 15.
What
close to 15 anyway.
12. I'd have been. I would say probably about 11, 12 years.
So 11, 12 years through church. We both sort of seen each other grow in church. We now are in a position where in our 20s and you don't go to church anymore, do you?
Don't really. I've
dip in and out, maybe.
Dip in and out, yeah.
So where are you at with church now then? So we sort of grew up with it our whole life, and I know your dad obviously worked in it, but
yeah.
Do you still see that as something important in your life, or?
Not church. I don't see church as an important thing in my life, but my relationship with God is probably the best it's ever been.
Really?
I'm
fair enough. Man.
I'm doing really well with God, and it's not actually that I'm doing well with God. It's probably that he's doing well with me, because he's kind of always doing well with you. But I don't really know. It's kind of a weird one to think about. I haven't really thought about it. But like a lot of people say that church is just a building, and it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's about the community around you, and I don't really have that many, like, I don't really go to any groups, like any Christian groups, but I just know that for a fact that the only reason that Niclean is where it's at is because of God, you know, and like how could I wake up every morning and not thank God for the life that He's given me, like, you know, and like the family business, it's special, you know, the opportunities that He's given us, and I'd be selfish to think it's mine or Dad's or Mum's.
Like all your work,
all our work. It's nothing to do with us, you know.
Yeah.
Like who's saying that next month we have enough work to cover all our men?
Yeah. You don't.
It's not that's not up to us, you know. It's completely in the hands of Him, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, I'm in a good place with God at the minute, and I think He's in a good place with me. And listen, I don't sit down beside my bed every night with my head in my hands praying.
Yeah.
but I talk to him just like I talk to you, you know. And no, listen, life's good, and I'm thankful for everything I've got, and yeah, this black ball's taking forever to pop, supposedly.
We cannot pop this thing at all.
But no, listen, life's good, and oh, go on, you beauty.
It's not. No, it's not.
I can't not be thankful for everything that I've got. You know, that's it's special. You know.
Yeah.
It's really
it's good. It's in a good place, man. Because I know, like our friend group growing up, we were heavily involved with church, and I've had a podcast with a pastor and all on. And I've sort of talked about this already, but I know a lot of us maybe don't necessarily do it as much.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear you kind of you still are dipping in a good bit. Like.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that. Which is good.
No, I just haven't been to church in a long time, but I just don't feel that you have to go to church to be a Christian, and I don't also believe that you have to, you don't really have to live a real hard Christian life to be a Christian, you know. Most Christians will actually live their life not telling people they're a Christian, but just living their life and letting other people see their attitude towards life, you know. Is my kind of view on it. And then my other view is probably my language isn't the best sometimes. So
same with me, man. Same.
It's not that bad language doesn't make you a bad Christian, it just doesn't make you a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, my mouth is sometimes a bit vulgar for one's liking. But no, it doesn't define you as a person. Like, ideally you don't want to be walking around swearing all the time. But and then turning around saying I'm an effing I'm a fucking Christian. You know, but no, listen, it's a thing you have to work out for yourself, like, innit?
Oh, 100%. And you used to do a good bit of vlogging on YouTube as well. Sort of whenever Logan Paul was doing his daily vlogs, and
that's probably Casey Neistat was a big
Casey
one.
Neistat, sorry, was probably more it, wasn't
Casey Neistat was
but
the goat.
You're sort of not doing it anymore, or you want to do it, or where's your space? I know you're on this sort of jumping on this podcast a bit more now.
So,
but content-wise, what's your thoughts on just sort of making daily content?
I don't really know if I want to make daily content. So I went out and bought just a standard G7X vlog camera a while ago.
Yeah.
In the thought of I want to not vlog, but do like daily videos of how the business is going.
Yeah, that would be good, because people will be interested in that.
I think that's what I want to do. I just have been that kind of, go on.
It's not even going to touch.
Imagine it touched it and just dropped in. That's kind of where I want to go with it. I just need to get myself into a better position that I'm not stressing as much in work, you know, because like the last thing you want to do is a customer walk in and you be like, hey guys, this is vlog. You know, it's not kind of, I don't want to take it in a...
Sort of like a day in the life kind of thing you're going for.
Basically that, yeah. How to run teams and how to manage men and how to build a business and how to... how to work a business, basically, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I'm no genius in working a business, but if you video it for long enough, you'll see in a year and a half, wow, that's where I was. Look how stupid I was. You know what I mean?
Because you're sort of documenting that stage. You're building up a portfolio that you can look back on, and you're like, people can see the journey.
Yeah.
And learn from it.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting because I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Like video it and then in a year and a half's time look back and go, wow, that's where the business was, look where it is now, you know?
Especially if you vlogged every single day as well, that'd be a good thing to look back on.
That'd be cool.
What would you say in your sort of short-term experience at the minute, managing a business and people, if you had to give people like a real important trait that they needed to sort of do that, what would it be?
Get your finger out your arse.
That it? Just work hard, just get up and do it?
Just get up and do it.
Yeah.
There's no point in thinking about it, is there? Like,
no,
the time that you've spent thinking about it, you've just wasted another minute.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Like I could show you mine and Dad's WhatsApp text message to each other. It's just like, right, son, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you know, and it's kind of daily.
Yeah, because it's a window cleaning business. In case we haven't mentioned that yet, window cleaning business, but it does a car wash as well.
Well, not window cleaning anymore. We sold that all off.
What does it not do?
Window cleaning.
Oh, really?
No window cleaning anymore.
Oh, it's none of that now. Oh, flip. There you go. So what's it? It's the roof. So
roof
stuff.
cleaning, and there's just basically exterior cleaning of buildings.
That's what it is now. Very.
Yeah.
I didn't realise the window cleaning wasn't a part of it anymore.
Yeah, sold all that off.
Why was that? Just better business exterior wise?
Very hard to make money when you've got two men in a van and they have to travel like 2 hours each way.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yeah, 2 hours to get to the place to do their day's work, and then 2 hours home. When you calculate that up, that's 8 hours man time traveling a day.
Yeah.
When you have to pay for a man to do 8 hours traveling time a day, it's a balls. Like,
That's brutal.
Plus, if you were making money, if me and Dad, which we were, you do make good money as a window cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're putting two men in a van that you're having to pay a full-time wage, their holiday pay, their sick pay, and then they don't work half as hard as me and Dad would, because it's not their business,
Yeah.
It makes life a wee bit harder in that aspect, but we've kind of broke into a niche there at the minute. It's just going well. It's going really well, yeah.
That's good, mate. I don't actually flip know that. So there you go.
Why is this taking so long to
I
pop
don't know.
this thing?
We're obviously not that good at trick shotting here, because we've had about 20 goes each, and it is not potting at all.
No, it doesn't seem to want to go in, this wee boy.
What about Prime? You tried Prime?
I've had one, and then
I tried to get the KSI one at Sainsbury's there, mate, and
and then-
flipping hell, it is a nightmare.
Really,
Nightmare to get.
even in UK too, it's is it worse in UK than it is here?
Yeah, in the US you can get it easy. Well, not the there we go. There we go.
There we go.
The black balls finally.
That's us.
But the KSI one's pretty handy to get, handy to get over here. You can't obviously get it in America, it's limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
But so I have a friend over at Sainsbury's, and he's like, come down here at 1:45 and we'll get you some KSI Prime.
You do?
This is what happened. I was like, right, happy days, I'm in the gym right now, but I'll be down, it'll take me 10 minutes to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down, and he was texting me on the way down. He's like, yep, it's coming out in stock, like, be there to make sure you're coming down, get it. Yeah, no worries. I landed at Sainsbury's so 3 minutes past 1:45, so it was 48 instead of 45.
Sold out.
Done.
Seriously?
Full crate, mate. Full crate. Done. And I was like, mate, I literally 3 minutes late to what you said, and nothing's there. And the amount of people, mate, walking out with school bags and stuff, like school bags of Prime, like, it was ice-only flavour.
Is there still three to everybody?
Still free to everybody, but they were coming in crowds. Like a family of flipping like 10 was coming in and buying 3 each, and basically just and they were filling up this bag of it. I was like, let me, and I overheard them like speaking, because I was waiting to. When I walked in, I seen a crowd of them just waiting on more crates coming out, and they're like, oh well, you can sell this for this much, and they were all just trying to make money off it. Like, they had no intention of like drinking it or like even making a piece of content with it or something.
I kinda,
just sell it. I was like, what the hell?
I don't diss that, but
I like the hustle, the money.
I don't diss that. People are like I don't diss anybody for running to a shop and grabbing a £2 bottle of Prime to sell it for 20 quid. Good man.
Yeah, you've made money.
And don't you know why I say that? Because like that cub was on time.
Yeah.
He got up off his ass. He didn't go to the gym.
Went there.
And he got there on time, and he copped it, and now he could sell them for £20 a bottle, and he's just made 54 quid.
Yeah.
You know?
Saying you're the flip side of it, but you absolutely hate it. Like,
bummer.
I can remember when PS5s was hard to buy, and I know you bought a PS5 and flipped it.
You bought one for me, and then
I actually done you a favour that
customer.
time. But back whenever they were actually hard to get, I remember being pissed that people were buying PS5s and like reselling it. And I couldn't even get one at normal price. And I wanted to play it. I was actually buying it for my own use. Like, I didn't care about flipping it for double.
Yeah.
But, so no, I kind of don't respect the hustle. Like, but you haven't tried any Prime then?
I don't respect the hustle.
Yeah, I'm salty about it. But you haven't tried Prime? You tried the blueberry one.
Jamie got me a blue one.
He did, He got me a blueberry as well.
Shout out to Aaron Swan, he didn't bring me the green one from Scotland, the bollocks.
Flip's sake. No, I've tried blue and red. I actually think the red one was the best.
Now, Aaron says that the black one's just a mix of like
KSI one?
I don't even know what
it's
it is.
KSI.
The black one's like a mix.
It's like a mango or something.
I don't know which one it is, and maybe it's a different colour, but it's only a mix of the red and the blue. it literally says in the fine print, it's like a mixture of all the flavours that's in the red, and then all the flavours are in the blue, and they've just went.
Flip me. No,
I don't know if that's true. It came from Aaron Swan.
Could be anything. Could be completely wrong on
No,
it.
I love Aaron. I love Aaron. Shout out to Aaron.
Shout out to my guy. Nah, I need to buy some because I wanted to make some content on it and.
Did you not have some in here at the first podcast?
I had it for Rachel's podcast. We had some blue ones in there. But that's only because Jamie had bought a good few for me. I wasn't in as at the time.
He copped so many.
Yeah, he managed to get a few. Went in differently dressed or something, and then just sort of, I think they allowed him to buy some more. But so Rachel's podcast, we had it. I wanted it for some more, but couldn't get any. But yeah. Anyway, mate, that was a good episode. Got to know you a bit better.
Appreciate
it. We're going to have you on a lot more for some lads episodes.
Cool.
And yeah, mate, well, you beat me in polls, so well done.
Thank you. What can I say?
Subscribe, stay tuned, see you later. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the Nice to Meet You podcast. If you want to watch more of our episodes, you can click one of the links here in the video and subscribe as well. Thank you so much.